Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be creating this card using my new favourite colour of Bubble Bath. I am loving this pink, it is gorgeous. I'm going to be using the In the Moment stamp set. So this is from the previous annual catalogue and it's carried over, so it's still available from my store. But I just love this one, and this is my favourite stamp on it. It's the girl cuddled up with a dog reading the book. So I have my dog Noble. I love reading. I'm definitely more of a winter girl than I am a summer girl. The heat just does funny things to me, but I love piling on extra jumpers and cuddling into blankets. So this is basically me. The only thing she's missing is a little gin on the side, but it's me. So I'm going to be stamping that using my Memento, and I'm stamping it onto a piece of basic white cardstock. And then I'm going to be colouring her in. So I'm going to be using Bubble Bath. I am loving this colour at the moment. I think it's been so long since we had a proper girly pink. You know, we've got the bright hot pinks and we've got sort of the corally pinks, but a proper girly pink, and I think we've really been missing it. So now that it's out, I am using it all the time. Love it. So I'm using the dark and I'm going around the edge of the blanket and the edge of the trousers with that, and then I'm going to come in with a light, and I'm using the brush tip here just to get the colour onto the paper, whittle it around and keep going. So I'm colouring in the trousers, colouring in the blanket and getting all of that done. I'm going to be putting it onto a Bubble Bath card base in the end and using some DSP. It's got Bubble Bath in, so I don't want to be using it over the entirety of her. So I've now come in with a few different colours. Now I'm just popping in here some of the Moody Mauve. This is the new pink. It's an in colour, and I've just used the light Moody Mauve to pop a little bit more shading on there before going back over with the Bubble Bath. Okay, it's just creating a bit of a darker colour on the blanket, so the difference between the blanket and her legs is obvious. I'm then going to be coming in, this is one of the nude markers, so this is the 009, this is the skin colour ones. I'm loving this one, it's just slightly pink, just slightly, and I've put that over the top so it still creates that definition and difference between the blanket and her trousers. I'm doing her hair in Copper Clay, light and dark. This is also one of the new in colours. I started off with the dark and then covered over with the light. Next up, I'm using the skin tone blends just to get her face and her hand done. There's not much that you can see in her skin tone, but I'm just using the 007 for that. And then I'm coming in with Light Daffodil Delight just to do her socks. And next up, by the way, if you have blends that do this, it's perfectly normal. Sometimes the carriage just goes loose on the side. It's fine. You can always put them back together. I think after a while of pulling them in and out and with the heat, it does happen sometimes, but it's just simple to put them back together. So this is light and dark Pool Party that I'm using on here. That's also one of my other favourite colours. I'm colouring in her Cup of Tea and the dog with light and dark Crumb Cake. So that was dark, so that was light Crumb Cake. I'm now going over with a bit of the dark on the inside of the dog, and then I'll come back over it with a light again to just merge that all in and to make it really stand out. So I've got a patchy dog, which is just cute. Next up, I'm back in with my Pool Party, and I'm just doing the pillows to match the actual seat she's sitting on so that her bedding is the same. And then finally, that leaves the book to play with. For the book, I'm using soft sea foam. I didn't want it to be too dark. I didn't want it to take away from what we're doing. And soft sea foam is just a light colour that's there but not there, if you know what I mean. So she's looking nice and colourful now. I'm going to be using Pool Party just to go round the, Bubble Bath, just to be going round the edge of her. It's definitely Bubble Bath. But Bubble Bath and Pool Party, that could be a bit messy and foamy, right? So I'm just going around the image to really make that stand off from the paper. It's nothing major, it's just going around it just to give it a shadow. Next up, I'm going to be cutting this around. So I'm just going slightly off the image. So it's about 1/2 centimetre outside the image, and I'm cutting round it into a square. It's only going to have that very small white around it. So it is just about 1/2 centimetre off where the image is. As I said earlier, I'm going to be mounting this onto Pool Party. I've done it again. It's not Pool Party, it's Bubble Bath. Pool Party was actually my favourite colour until Bubble Bath came along. I still think it's secretly my favourite colour, but I am really just enjoying playing with this pink, as I mentioned. So if I do say Pool Party when it's something pink, I mean it's Bubble Bath. That's going to keep happening. So this is the DSP. This is lovely DSP. This is from the Happy Birthday stamp set that's at the start of the catalogue. And it's got lots of different patterns in this. It's really nice. So I'm going to be using that just to create a belly band around the card and add a bit of texture. And then I'm going to stick her on top of it like that. Now the card base is 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. So it will fit nicely onto my card base. And then I'm just going to be popping a sentiment on there. So I've got a strip of basic white that I had earlier from cutting her down. And I'm just going to pop my sentiment on that. And then really simple, I'm just going to cut it sideways so that it looks like a tag that's on the side of the card, and adhere that down. I'm doing all of these flat onto the card. I'm not using dimensionals of any type. And then I'm going to be sticking this onto my card base. And I keep my card bases at the side of my desk already prepped and scored. I just need to burnish it and then stick the front on. And there we go. Because it was 10 centimetres by 14.3, I do have a slight edge around the card, which is lovely. It's given it a frame. So I'm using my metallic white enamel effects just to add some embellishments onto there. What do you think? It's definitely me on a card. I love it. This colour is beautiful. It's Bubble Bath, not Pool Party. And here's the finished project. Thank you for joining me. I do hope that you enjoyed the video. Everything I've used today is available from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. If you did enjoy the video, please do drop me a like or leave me a comment. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and come back for more content. I also have an Instagram page that I'm trying to grow at the same time. It's at slimandstylish, and every like or follow helps. Thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.